Jill Mitchell here, and we are working on a war poetry unit, and specifically Walt Whitman. Today's lesson is on Beat Beat Drums, and I teach 10th grade English, and here are our learning goals, which we'll go over in just a minute. And war poetry is a relevant unit. It's a form of social commentary, and social commentary is where we critique what's going on in the world. And so this is really important. Also, it's relevant because in this unit, we're citing lines from the poems to support our analysis of the text. And so this is further practice of that. Okay? And so, would one of you like to read our learning goals for the day?
I can.
Okay, thanks, Adam.
Cite strong and thorough textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inferences drawn from the text. Determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in the text, including figurative and connotative meanings.
Excellent. That's right. Yeah, so we're citing lines from the poem to support our analysis, as we just said. And we're also looking at the meaning of certain words and phrases. Okay? And so last week we listened to the whole poem in class. And so for the sake of time, we're not going to listen to the whole poem today. But I am going to play just the first stanza for you, just to remind you of that rhythm of the poem and how it sounds like drums in a lot of ways. So 1 second.
From Drum Taps by Walt Whitman. Beat, beat, drums. Beat, beat, drums. Blow, bugles blow. Through the windows, through doors, burst like a ruthless force. Into the solemn church and scatter the congregation. Into the school where the scholar is studying. Leave not the bridegroom quiet. No happiness must he have now with his bride, nor the peaceful farmer any peace, plowing his field or gathering his grain. So fierce you were, and pound you drums, so shrill you bugles blow.
Okay, so does everyone remember listening to the whole poem last class?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Good, good, good. So, and we talked a lot about the rhythm of the poems and the drums. Now, today's guiding thought is more about the images and the contrasting images in the poem. So we are going to be looking for contrasting sounds and sights within the poem. But I want to do a quick reminder of what imagery is. So does anyone want to help me out with the definition of imagery?
I would.
Yes, go ahead.
Imagery creates a picture with words.
That's right. It definitely creates a picture with words. Exactly. Okay. Adam, did you have something to add?
Yeah, I think imagery can also use all the senses, all 5 senses.
Yeah, it's language that uses all 5 senses to help create that picture in your mind. Excellent. So, for example, if we were trying to describe a strawberry without looking at it, what words would you describe the strawberry to create that mental picture in your mind? What words would you use?
Red.
Red, for sure. Color.
Soft.
Soft, okay.
Smooth.
Okay, and possibly juicy, or there's basically you could use almost any sense words, right? Like you can use any of the senses to describe it. And think of the smell, or the sound of when you chew it. So all those words can help create that image. Well, Walt Whitman is doing that with the drums and the setting and such. So go ahead and turn to your poem. Okay, have your poem out. And we're going to be looking for images within his poem that are different, that are contrasting. Okay, so first off, let's start off with loud and soft sounds. Do you see any lines that show images that are loud and soft within the lines?
One.
Oh, go ahead, Adam.
Oh, sorry. It
Adam,
says,
go ahead.
beat, beat, drums, blow, bugles blow. It's kind of loud and a little bit harsh and disruptive. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like you said, like line 9 is over the traffic of cities, over the rumble of wheels in the streets.
Yeah.
So it's like, even in this urban area that's normally really loud, these drums are disruptive.
Yeah.
Excellent, okay? And Matthew?
Well, right here in lines 5 through 7, leave not the bridegroom quiet, no happiness must he have now with his bride, nor the peaceful farmer any peace, plowing his fields or gathering his grain. So fierce you were in pound, you drums, so shrill you bugles blow.
For sure. Definitely in those lines as well. And I think, I like how you brought those lines up because there's the loud and soft sound contrast, but there's also this contrast between the rural and urban life, and the drums burst through both of them. Okay? And line 20, they even burst into the graves of the dead. So they're even bothering the dead people in the cemetery. So, what's the mood of this poem? Like, what words come to mind to describe the mood? Yeah, Matthew?
I'd say that's kind of shocking, kind of disruptive and shocking.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I just think it's really harsh and loud, kind of.
Harsh and loud, yeah. And there's certain words in particular that give you that mood, right? It's, yeah, for sure. And so, the effect of the noises kind of creates that mood of the poem. So is war a positive, appreciated event in this poem?
No.
Yeah, no. I don't think so either. There's no peace, right? So I'd like to give you a short quiz to make sure you understand this. And let's see. Matthew, would you like to read this quiz question out loud and then go ahead and answer the question by yourself? But you can read it out loud for us.
In Beat, Beat Drums, what is the effect of contrasting loud and soft sounds?
Excellent. Okay, so go ahead and take a minute and try to answer the question. Okay, go ahead. And what did you choose, Adam?
I chose B because I think it's trying to show how war is disruptive and overturns everything in daily life, just like the question says.
Okay, excellent. Do you agree, Matthew?
I agree with them, yeah.
Yeah, I agree too. I don't see any evidence that it's trying to glorify war or that war is necessary in this poem. Yeah, and so I would agree that it's disruptive and overturns daily life, and that we could tell that from the images and from the contrasting images. Okay, excellent. So before we move on to some group work, I just have a couple of closing thoughts, and I want you to think about other places in literature where you see contrasting images, okay? And think about their symbolic meaning, and this could be like light and dark. What is the purpose of this, and what is the meaning behind it? And if you have trouble thinking of a poem or a short story where you see contrasting images, you could even bring in artwork, or you could share a movie with us that has contrasting images. And artwork can be really fun. You can look online, or if you think of a movie you've seen recently, you can come in and share your ideas with us. But bring your ideas to class tomorrow. And I want to talk about our next activity. Is in groups of 2 to 3 students now. You're going to work on Bivouac on a Mountainside, another poem by Walt Whitman, and you're going to look for contrasting images within that poem together. And I'll walk around, and I just need you to raise your hand if you have any questions, but I'll make sure you understand, and we'll get started on that right now. Okay? So thanks, everyone. Okay. Here's that poem.
All right.
There you go. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me know if you have questions.